All right, everybody, this is Maggie. Today is the 17th of August, and we are going to go over the back office and how it works now. I know that it's completely different than normal, but um, it still works the same. You still invoice the same policies still apply to it. Everything's still the same. It's just in one page. It doesn't redirect you to a lot of different pages. So if you're an active booker, you would know that this back office has, a lot of different tabs, a lot of different things that you could do. So I'm going to start off with, up here at the top. Now your commission level is displayed up here. Your name and your agent ID number will be there. This is what's considered the dashboard right here in the center. Um, you're able to see like the trainings you've taken. So these two are the two trainings, which would be the five core trainings and the booking videos. So if you're new, you have to take both of these in order for your travel agent certificate, which is right here. If you click on the word PT and travel agent, your certificate will show up right here, and you could save it and print it out, frame it, do whatever you'd like with it. Um, Same thing with the ID card. You could click on ID card and you could upload your picture, and it'll take you to the payment screen, and you're able to purchase it, and you'll get it in about a week, I normally say. If you don't have this checked off as the clear card, the reason it's not taking you, it'll take you to the website, but it will not let you register is because their open enrollment has officially closed as of August 1st. The new open enrollment they stated would be sometime in October. So you won't be able to purchase it now, but in October you'll be able to purchase it, and it'll be valid for the rest of this year and all of next year until December 31st, 2018. Um, for the IATA, same thing. If you haven't met that requirement, it is enrollment only after you earn 5,000 in paid commissions. So if you haven't met that, it won't be available to you right now. But once you do meet that and you've qualified and you've checked with Rudy, you send me your application, and I'll make sure that Jessica follows through and takes care of that for you and does what she's needing to do. Um, some of you know about Jessica's blog. It's located right here. It gives you some information about the stuff that she posts on a daily basis. It's all clickable. You could share it, you could use it, depending on what it is. News and updates is kind of like what is also on her blog, but these are things that are updated by our staff, things going on with us, newsletters sent by the suppliers to us for you. Um, there's also the webinar information for like tonight that you are able to take the webinar, and it's the same login and pin code every time that you call or log in. The PTN discounted pricing, if you recall, this used to be at the top of the page with the red blinking arrow. It is now down here. We just redesigned the program, the way it looks for this new back office. And then there's also the corporate training that Jeff did with us. Today is his birthday, but he's not here. So we won't go over corporate training today. If you do need that, just call our office, make an appointment with Jeff, and he'll definitely give you a call back and talk to you about how you could earn money for nonprofits and schools and churches, or exactly whatever you're wanting to earn money for yourself and for the organization. That is a place you would go. Um, so make sure you do that. Now, we're just going to come to the left side, and the same thing like how you used to go to the CRM and go to leads and clients. Leads and clients is now called My Customers. So this is where you're able to add in a new profile. You're able to, update whatever you're needing to do. It'll be in here. Now, any existing profiles will be in there too. Mine's just a generic one, so they're all fake. But like I said, my bookings, my customers. My bookings is where you go to invoice. So if you're doing an express invoice, you'll locate it under this little green plus sign. You just hover over it. You don't click on anything. You click on that, or you could do it the old-fashioned way, like the videos show you, where you go through the leads and clients and so forth. You do it through this add new reservations. So that is where you go through for that. Any active ones that you've had should be on this side. If you're an active booker, you would know that the green ones mean that they've been invoiced, and the blue ones means you started the process but you did not invoice. So if you have any blue ones, make sure you go in there and make sure that they're invoiced. Sometimes if you're new, you don't know and you're expecting commission, but it won't get paid out because it's in blue. If you have any of those, give us a call. We'll definitely help you with that. You can't delete them, so that won't happen. If you're needing that to happen, it won't, unfortunately. It stays there for just purposes for accounting and keeping track of stuff. Now we have the upload document tab, that if you forget to upload a document to a specific invoice, it'll be provided for you back here, and you just put in, the browse the file, what kind of file it is, and just a brief description, and you're good to go. And it'll be attached to the specific invoice. See, like these are the ones that it's saying that I have active and I can attach to. That is where they will go to depending which one I use. Your commissions, it's still the same. 4 to 8 weeks, and it still gives you that description of what we're needing and what will happen if it's in research. If you just click on it, it won't be there. You have to click on unpaid and run report. You see our little logo, and there you go. You're able to see the ones that you're going to be paid. You will see the ones that are in research, and like I said, mine's fake, so that's why it shows like that. If you see some in paid and you still haven't gotten that, make sure that we have your social, make sure that we have your banking information. We are going through and reconciling everybody in our system to make sure that we have this so that that does not happen. If you still haven't received it, what you have to do is you have to send an email to Rudy at commissions@protravelnetwork.com with the invoice number, which you will see right here. And you just simply ask for an update, and he will email you or call you back depending on the situation. Sometimes he'll give it either to the accounting team to give you a call and, get the information that they're needing for updating. So that's what will happen there. And like I said, there's a million and one reasons sometimes you don't get paid. So you have to make sure you just ask for an explanation on why that happened. Sometimes it could be maybe your invoice number is wrong. Maybe the confirmation paperwork you uploaded is incorrect, or the amount is incorrect. So I do always tell people, there's a million and one issues. Rudy's the only one in that department at this time. He does have assistants that assist him, like myself, all of admin, all of travel support, to just give the call back, because we do have commission calls, not just from agents, but from suppliers, to make sure that they're paying out what they're needing to pay out. So he's one person and there's thousands of you. So we want to make sure that you just allow him some time. Sometimes, like I said, he'll communicate via email so that there's actually paper track of what you've spoken. But then also, if it's something that we need right now, we'll definitely give you a call. So we don't hesitate at any time to give you a call and just keep you updated if that's what you're requesting in your email. So best way to contact him would be sending a quick email and just saying, hey, invoice number 247.35 traveled and it hasn't been paid out to me. Do you have an update? We'll definitely get you that update. So keep that in mind. I will be hosting a webinar soon with Juana. She is one of our in-house travel agents. I know that if any of you went to the convention for Surge, you probably had a great training with her, and she was explaining to you how the referral program works. This is a program if you are new or you're not really a booker, but you have people that want to book, you submit their information to us, and we definitely give that to her team, which would be like, it'll be either Juana, Devin, Desi, or Areli. And what happens is, depending on what commission level you're at, so for example, if you're at 50%, it'll become 25, 25, 25 for you and 25 for the agent here that's booking it for you, because it is hassle free. All you do is send us the information and we do everything after that. We book it, we maintenance the booking, we make all the payments, we make sure your client has everything. So once you submit this, it's out of your hands. We just let you know that they either booked or we didn't book it, and that we have received it. We don't really keep you a lot in the loop because it'll confuse the client talking to us and talking to you. Not a good mixture. So if you want to book it yourself, call us and we'll definitely walk you through it. If you're wanting us to book it for you, this is a place you would go. Make sure you agree this. You just close it out. and it'll ask you only for 5 things. Well, 4. I count this as 1. But it'll ask you for 5 things: their first and last name, their phone number, the email, and a brief description. Or if you want to go into full detail, that's fine. If you have a preference in agent, you could definitely put, attention Juana or attention Areli. All goes in there. It also gives you information about submitting the VIP, not the VIP, but the referral. It just tells you about, the small procedures that they have to go to get this booked for you. They do try their best to book it for you, so make sure you qualify your client. This is more for clients that are ready to book and they want to book, but you're not too sure how to do it. This is where you would do it from. You would agree and understand, you submit it, and it'll tell you up here, it has been received and your client will be contacted within 24 to 48 hours. That does not include on Friday. So if you send it tomorrow, your client, if there's a lot coming in on Friday, your client probably will not be called until Monday. But they are called. You are kept in the loop of what happens if, like I said, they either book or they're not booking or they're not ready. They want to follow up a couple months later, whatever the case may be. That does happen at that time. If you have any questions of any follow-ups, or if they did book or whatever, I always do advise everyone, just send a quick referral. Make sure you include your first and last name, which will always be here if you don't know your ID number. Include your ID number, your client's name, and you could definitely get a answer from Tammy. She is the referrals manager. So send an email to referral@protravelnetwork.com and she'll answer you within 24 to 48 hours. But I could tell you that this has a lot of success, a lot of good feedback. If you guys check, Juana is one of our top bookers. If you go onto Google, most of all the reviews on there are hers, and those are combined from referrals and walk-in clients. So we are 5-star rating with Google, and that's a good thing. So that's what the referral program is. VIP invoicing is similar to the referral program, but not really. It is a service we do offer. You do get charged $8 for this, and this is optional. You're able to invoice on your own, like I showed you earlier through my bookings, and you do an express invoice, or you could do the add new reservation by adding a new person through the leads and clients. Basically, this goes to my department. So what you'll do is you type in your client's name, phone number, email, everything that it's requesting. You upload the document. If there's a markup, you send it to us. You click on I agree and understand, submit it, and you're good to go. Once we get it, we invoice it for you. You don't have to worry. Now, if something you do wrong, like there's no document, or you didn't book with the actual supplier, there's so many different cases on so many different levels, we will let you know via phone call, and we will email you. We want to make sure that we have that paper track to help you with that. So that's how this part works for the VIP invoicing. Agent Universe, of course, it's a supplier. You guys all know that. If you need access to Agent Universe, don't hesitate to send an email to travelsupport@protravelnetwork.com. Your supplier links is finally clickable. I know the old system didn't have that, but this one does. If you click it, here are all your suppliers like they used to be on the other one, but this one is showing just on one page. So that'll help you a lot with, locating which ones you want to use, and so forth. So then you're able to explore these. Like I said, some of these will ask you to send an email to travel support. Some will say it's a self-register, and some will say you call and book. So make sure you go in there, read the descriptions of what they tell you, and you're able to go forward from there. If you do send an email to travel support, you do know that it does take 24 to 48 hours. And like I said before, that does not include the weekends. Sometimes you will get it, sometimes you won't, before Monday. So make sure that you send 5 requests per email at a time. You can send multiple emails, but just one. I have a message from Javon, if I'm saying that correctly. You're saying that I am following along in my own back office and the supplier's links is not clickable. Are you using a computer or a laptop, or are you using a mobile device? Computer. What browser are you using? Chrome. You might want to update it if that works. If not, I could get together with you if we finish the call early tonight, and I could definitely walk you through that. It should let you click it. I'm using Internet Explorer, so maybe try using a different one. It is a pop-up window, so you have to allow pop-ups for it to work. So try that and let me know if it does work for you. Great. So let's move on to training centers. So Agent Universe will also pop up in there. The PTN tutorials will come up there. The Disney College of Knowledge will go in there, and the Cruise Academy will also show up in there. So make sure you go through those if you're wanting external trainings from these suppliers. They have so much trainings to offer. So let's go into the resource center. That is one of the main things that you also need in your back office. If you don't have direct deposit and you're new, make sure you do that so that way we have your commissions, we're able to pay those out fast and easy and hassle free to you. I know sometimes that commissions do come into an issue, but you also have to understand that there is a million and one reasons why sometimes you don't get paid your commissions. It could be the invoice is wrong. It could be the supplier hasn't sent it. It could be your confirmation is wrong. You didn't zero out the invoice, because a lot of things do take key factors in that. And if you ever have any questions after you complete your first invoice, give us a call, or if you're needing a walk through the first invoice, we're here Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time. That's 10 hours available to you on a daily basis, Monday to Friday. If one of our staff members is unable to talk to you, just leave a quick message and we'll definitely call you back. I know sometimes you have a preference of whom you speak to, which is completely fine. Just do note that sometimes they're either on the phone or assisting their actual clients that come into the office. So just a quick message and we'll definitely get back to you. So do your direct deposit. It's really easy. You click on direct deposit, enter in your information, and you save it. It'll go instantly to the accounting department. So make sure you do that. Let's go back to the resource center. The PTN newsletters are there, the ones that we send out weekly or bi-weekly. It depends when they do get sent out. It is there. Business cards are also there. Your insurance waiver and your insurance waiver in French, your credit card authorization form. Do note that it has been updated. So if you have the old one that's stating to send it to Amber, do know that she is no longer with us. So you have to send it to this new one. So print out this new one. So that we could definitely make sure that we get it or your client gets it. And then if they need to send it to us, it gets to the correct person. We still do get Amber's emails, so that's fine if you have done that in the past, but try to get the new one because it's more updated. If you want a copy of your agent contract, it's not signed. You can sign it and send it back to us if you'd like, but it is right here. Your tax document is also very important. If you are new, make sure that you fill this out, because we don't get your social security number from the other agency that you do come through. If you're coming from one of our partner host companies, we don't get that from them. So make sure you fill this out so that we could get your social, so that we could pay your commissions. Like I said, this is one of the things that sometimes stops you from being paid. So make sure you get that taken care of as soon as you start. Another thing I want you to go over is the FNQ page. This is just a general one for all of our agents. It just goes over, things that we normally go through on a daily basis as customer service representatives. We get these questions on a daily basis. I know that myself, the accounting and the commissions department, and my department, the support department, we came up with this for you guys so that you could have these answers quite, for you, or if you have new agents, you could direct them to come and read this just so they get a little bit more information and a feel for certain things that they may not be aware of. Some of the stuff you're able to find it in the videos. Some of this stuff you already know because you're a longtime agent. But for those newbies, this is something that's very helpful, and it'll really benefit them. So it'll talk about, how to get it to your back office. If they need a welcome email, they could call us. When do you have to invoice? I know that's a controversy that everybody's always like, oh, I didn't know I had to invoice. Yes, you do, because every video that you've taken will tell you have to invoice. You have 24 hours to invoice. If it falls on a weekend and we are not available, we will give you until the next business day to give us a call and we could help you. If you don't and you prolong it and they travel, That's completely out of compliance and you will not get paid commission. So make sure that you do this um, as soon as possible. And if you need to schedule an appointment for invoicing because you have a full-time job or you have something going on, let me know so that we could um, best advise you on how to do that. And it'll tell you about the I-10 card. It'll tell you about the CLIA card, the agent ID card, the commissions, so that could definitely be taken care of. And just read it over so that we could just answer those questions for you. So I won't go through it all. It's just answer certain things that we're covering tonight. Let's see. Contact us. It'll have our phone numbers, our toll-free numbers. It'll have our emails. The most important emails: travel support, admin, and commissions. Those are the top three that you need. Our office address. If you're ever in the area, give us a call. Let us know you're going to come by, and we always welcome our agents with open arms to come in and just talk to us, meet us, and do so forth. And it's something very, very special to us because we do see our agents coming. Sometimes we have some come from Colorado, some from Oregon, some from Washington, some from Philadelphia. So if you're ever in the area, feel free to just drop on by. Do know that we are now closed for lunch from 1 to 2 p.m. Pacific time. So if you call during that time and nobody's answering, do know that it's because of that. We are in California, so maybe we're behind a couple hours or maybe we're a little ahead a couple hours. So that is why. If you don't know our staff and you haven't gone to one of our events, you haven't met us, this is all of our staff here. Jessica's the owner, the COO. Irene's our office manager. Rudy's the commissions department. And here's myself, the support manager. Tammy, the referral manager. Some of you work with Areli, Karina, they're in support. Desi and Devin are our sales agent and also being cross-trained in admin support so that they could also answer your phone call. So you probably talk to them. Harleen is our IT manager. Jeff is our marketing support. George is Jessica's new Amber, like what I call him. He is her new assistant. And then we have Juana, which is also with in the sales department with Devin and Desi. She's the one that went with me to the Surge event. And then we have Tori, our receptionist, and also in admin support. So we're getting more admin trained so that we could definitely assist all of you. We're growing every single day, so that's very beneficial. So the last thing would be the PTN store, and that's the same thing we've always had. There's business cards, there's stand-up, roll-up, standing, I guess, banners, there's hats, there's pins, there's gift cards. I mean, there's so many things here that you could get: shirts, hats, pins, whatever you need. I know we have a couple questions in the chat. How can someone book directly on your site? So, Ms. Swabi, we normally don't suggest that you send someone there. I mean, it is available to you, and I can send you the welcome email. Let me show you how it looks from the front. One of the things with this is these bookings are made through a third party and they don't really pay a lot of commission like our suppliers are contracted to do. So the alternative that we have to that for you to earn more commission is to use the referral program, because you earn more. You earn the top commission that our suppliers offer versus what this front website would do. And then this one takes longer than our actual suppliers to pay you out, because for this one, they have to travel, they have to pay the commission, and they pay quarterly instead of monthly. So it's just a lot of hassles. And if you book someone through here and they have issues, you can't assist them. We as the agency can't assist them. We have to direct them to the customer service that owns the booking. So it's better for you to you could either call us and we could walk you through on how to book it, or you could do the referral program and we book it for you and it's hassle free. So keep that in mind. Alvin Newell said, when would one use the express invoicing function? So normally I suggest that if you're doing air only, service fees and markups, do not use it because you need a support code. If you're doing a vacation, if you're doing a cruise, if you're doing insurance, you could use it for all of that. Just do not use it for air only, service fees, and markups because they ask you for a markup code and the express invoicing does not let you put that in. And then if you do it that way, you're doing it wrong. Um, Group 22 Travel asked if this webinar is recorded. Yes, it is recorded and it will be posted later on down the road. Javon said that the supplier link works, had to turn on pop-up browsers. Awesome, that great. Ms. Swaby said, I meant, how do I know when someone books from your front office? So that's the thing with that. You won't know when they book from your front office until they travel and until they pay us your commission. We will automatically invoice it for you. So it takes quite some time to find out that they invoice that, not that they invoice, but that they book through your site. So I would refrain from doing that unless it's something small like a hotel and a car, only because it's really, really, really minimal of what they pay you for that. So that would be the best time to use that. Okay. If you need further details, we could definitely discuss that. You could give me a call at any time. We could go over that. Now, make sure that your site is good to go. The About Me page, I know that you guys learned about that in the back office. While taking the trainings, but it is still under reconstruction. We're trying to come out with a really good method to where you could update your About Me page, and it's very useful and beneficial for anyone. So it's not available yet. So once it is, you're able to play with it and do what you're needing to do, upload documents, upload whatever you're needing to do on that. So like I said, today we were just going to do a really brief of how to use the back office. Everything's still the same, but not all the same. Now, if you're in Canada, if you are in Philippines, or if you're in the Caribbean, these are your sites that you could use. But our IATA and CLIA numbers are now displayed down here for our agents to use. And I believe that's all you will need. I could open up the lines and ask if you guys have any questions, and we could definitely answer those for you. All right. So everyone's unmuted. Do you have any questions for me tonight about the new back office? Doesn't sound like anybody has questions, so I'm guessing I did a good overview, a good 30-minute overview of our back office. Yes, Miss Gilliam, the About Me page will be gone for now. It is there, but if you update anything, it won't work. It's right here. If you hover it, it'll be right here. But if you update it, it may not work because it's being under construction. So that's where you'll locate it. If you hover it over here, that's where you're able to do it. If you need to log out, it's also there. Any other questions? Okay. So, I do appreciate you, a few folks that took the time to go over the back office with me. I know this is very needed. Some of you could not log in, so it is being recorded, and we'll definitely provide that out to the field. Thank you, Ms. Swaby. We definitely worked hard on this new back office, our IT management, our staff that tested it out, making sure everything's going good. Sometimes there's little glitches here and there, but if you see anything that's out of the ordinary, feel free to always report it to us, and we'll make sure we take care of it ASAP. If I haven't met you, I hope to meet you guys on the cruise, and we will have another webinar actually next week. We're having a webinar with a supplier from Hawaii, and it'll be at the same time at 5 p.m. Pacific time, and it'll be with Jennifer, and she is part of the SPG Starwood group. So make sure that you are there, and thank you so much. We love the great feedback of the new back office. Hopefully it's a little bit easier instead of, taking you to different pages. And whatever questions you have, feel free to always give us a call. We're here to assist you. Your great, your effort and your achievements and all of your greatness comes from, the self-involvement and all the training that we try to give you. So You guys are doing great, and we hope to hear from you soon. So everybody have a great weekend, okay?
Thank you.